All right, let's have a look at our cool online tools for tonight. All right, so very first one I have for us tonight. This one's really quite pertinent at the moment. Some of you may be aware, others may not be aware that Google is changing some things in their systems. Well, actually, they're always changing things in their systems. But one of the changes that is coming up in July, which is only a couple of weeks away, is that they are going to stop measuring the statistics on people's websites with Google Analytics. So, well, they're not going to stop totally, but they are going to stop measuring with the Google Analytics that most people have on their website. So that is Universal Analytics. And they've got this new Google Analytics tool called GA4 or Google Analytics 4. If you don't have that installed, the old version is not going to work. So they won't be measuring anything. You won't know what's happening with the traffic in your website if you're using the tool, and you'll be getting no more information. So it's super important that you change over or set up your Google Analytics 4. Fortunately, it is easy to do, or it's reasonably straightforward to do. Or if you enlist the help of a web developer or web designer, they should be able to get it done reasonably quickly for you as well too. If you've got no idea what Google Analytics is and whether you actually have it on your website at all, then all you do is simply pop in your domain here. So I'll pop in mine. Geez, I hope I've got it on mine. And what this will do is it will check your site to see what Google properties you've got installed. So of course you've got Google Analytics, you've got Google Search Console or Webmaster Tools, you've got Google Tag Manager. So they're the main ones. And there are a few other tools that Google has as well too. So what it will do is this tool will crawl every page on your website up to 10,000 pages. Now, I imagine most of us here have less than 10,000 pages on our website, so you'll be able to check all of the pages. And what it will do is on the right-hand side, it'll tell you what tags you've got on your website. Now, it doesn't look very good for me that I've got all crosses on this on the side down here, but I know that that's not right. I actually do have Google tags here. You'll see a menu across the top of it, and one of them, if you click on the next one, it says Tag Manager. What you will see is I've got a lovely green tick there telling me that I have Tag Manager installed. Why is that important? Well, Tag Manager is where all of my analytics code, my AdWords code, my Search Console code, it all rests in that one tag in Google Tag Manager. So it doesn't actually pick up the other tags that are on the website because they all sit inside that Tag Manager. So this is a good way to see whether, and by the way, so using Tag Manager is the preferred way or the best way because it doesn't slow down your website. If you've got lots of scripts going on and tracking scripts on your website, it can actually slow it down. So having a Tag Manager is a good thing. So this is a great way to check, first of all, whether you have Tag Manager Analytics on your site. Now, this Tag Manager won't tell you whether you have analytics on your site, but you can go into Tag Manager and you can see whether you've got it installed in Tag Manager. They've got some tools for testing that as well too. So this tool here is really, if you Google Tag Manager and Google Analytics are really essential tools to have on your website. If you want to find out how it's converting, what's happening to visitors when they get to your site, it'll give you a map of where they visit, so where they enter. So if they came on the home page, it'll tell you every single page they visit, and it'll give you a tracking map of where they went and where they also exit and leave again as well too. So it provides a lot of valuable information in there. And it also gives you some information about what you can change and what you can improve on your website to increase your conversions as well too. So this is a great tool. It's called gachecker.com. And the very first thing you should do is just check your website to see whether, in fact, you've got these Google tools on it. If you haven't, then contact your web developer. If you don't have one, feel free to contact me, and we can check that out and see what is actually happening on your site as well too. All right, so that is gachecker.com. All right, next tool I have for us is a whole host of calculators. So this one is called app.calculoid.com. I came across this site with a program that I'm doing at the moment, and he happened to have a calculator for when you're launching an online program to determine how profitable it is. So things like, what's your cost per lead? What's your cost per click? So how many people are you, converting, and what your profitability is. So he actually made a calculator. So here you can make a calculator. It's almost like a spreadsheet on steroids. So rather than mucking around with Excel and Google Sheets, then you can create a visual calculator here. And you can also install these calculators onto your website. So if you've got a, let's say a finance company, for instance, and you want a finance calculator on there, you can see up here, there are 15,558 finance calculators. So who would have thought there'd be that many calculators for finance? So you could certainly find one that's helpful for you and for your clients. Look at this one. We've got medical dosing calculator. So for you pharmacists out there, calculators for online stores, inheritance tax calculator. Who thought? Someone dies there. That might be good for you, Paul. Whereas you're filming these funerals there, you can let them know what their inheritance tax is that they're up for as well too. So there's a ton of different calculators here. So and these are really good for engagement as well too. So if you're looking to generate leads, people often want to know things like how much can I borrow, for instance, to buy a car. How much am I going to be paying over the term of my loan? Or who was it? Someone sort of with electricity is a savings calculator as well too. How much money can I save? So you can actually get people in there if you've got it on your website, and they can be making their own calculations, and you can collect the leads by having them to submit the results there, or submit to get the results on the next page. They've got to give you their email address, so it can be a good lead generator, or you can just pop it on as a value add on your website. So one is called app.calculoid.com. Now these apps and tools, if you're squinting at the screen to try and read the URL, or my accent, which is not quite Australian, is a little difficult to understand, we're going to pop these into chat. So you'll be able to save that chat. If you're not sure where chat is, if you have a look at the bottom of your Zoom screen, there's a little icon that looks like a speech bubble in the middle. It says chat underneath it. If you click on that, that'll open up chat. You'll see some people there already introducing themselves. So feel free to introduce yourself there as well too. And all of these links are going to be in chat as well too. So at the end of the evening, you can click the three little dots at the bottom of chat. You can save it to your computer, and then you can just go and click on those links to your heart's content at a time that is convenient for you, and then you can go and check them out. All right, next one I have for you is, actually this one is thanks to Jeff Veal, who I think I saw on the show tonight. This one is called Profile Pro, and what it is an AI tool, and the purpose of this one is to optimize your Google business profile. So Google Business is where your Google Maps are. It's where you can list your business on maps. It's where you get your Google reviews as well too. But this little tool, it is a Chrome extension. They've got a free version, and they've got a very inexpensive paid version of it as well too. And once you've installed the Chrome extension, you go to your Google My Business profile. So if I do that now, I'll open it up, and let's see if I can find that. All right, so here is my Google My Business profile, and what you'll see is a little blue box appears just below the title of your business, and it says called Optimize Your Profile. And in fact, it's got this red lightning bolt as well too. Wherever you see that red lightning bolt, it means that you can do some AI things. So here, it gives you some options. What do you want to do? Rank higher for my business, or want to rank my client's business higher? So really, you just click through all of the prompts there, and it asks you, what your business is, what you're trying to attract, a whole lot of things. So you can optimize your profile, and then when you get Google reviews, you can respond to your Google reviews as well too. So I wonder if it'll do. I think I've responded to all of our reviews at the moment, so it won't do it. Oh no, here we go. So here's a Google review, and you'll see there's a little icon down at the bottom of it. And if you click on that icon, it will then suggest a response for your Google reviews. So in this case, it's thank you for your time and to share your feedback, Kevin. We're glad to hear that it's been helpful for your small business needs. So fairly general sort of replies. If you don't like the response, you can regenerate it, and it will write something else as well too. But I'm not actually going to do that. I'm going to leave it as it was. So, and one of the things with your Google My Business, as Jeff Summers, who's on here, will also tell you, is that you should reply to every single review that you get. And the reason why you should reply is that it's a signal to Google that you are a real business. You've got your doors open, you are talking and responding to people. And just by doing simple things like that there can elevate you in your search rankings. So when your competitors are not bothering to reply and you do, that there can really sort of start to push up your search rankings. But here's a good tool that just makes it really quite easy for you. So that one there is called merchant.com /profile pro, and merchant is spelled MCHYNT.com profile pro. All right, next one that I have for you is this is Facebook. So one of the things that has recently come to my attention is that you can make money with Facebook, not by paying for ads or whatever, but Facebook will actually pay you. So I've got a client of, got a client of mine who thought she had a bill of about $400 from Facebook, and she was a bit confused because she hadn't been advertising at all. Turns out this wasn't a bill. It was Facebook paying her for the engagement that she's had on the reels and stories in Facebook. So you might have seen a feature in Facebook called stars. So if you haven't seen it, have a look for it. It's called stars. So when you do a live video, or you are posting reels and stories there, some of the options there, you'll see an option there for stars. If you click on that and fill it out entirely, including your payment details, where PayPal is going to, where Facebook is going to pay you, then you're all set up to be paid by Facebook. So Facebook actually pays you depending on the number of stars that people give you, the engagement that you get on your videos. And so really all you need to do is to be creating that content, that engaging content. So those of you that are storytellers and quite comfortable, creating content and putting it out, this is a great opportunity for you to start to monetize some of what you're doing. So Facebook's put together this whole resource here, taking you through how to set up this paid account for yourself, and then also some resources about what sort of content you can create, how to engage with your audience and with people. And here's this little section here, how to earn money on Facebook as well too. So well worth having a look at. This is a free resource that's potentially worth a bit of money. And hey, if you make sort of $200, $300, $400 a month, using Facebook, that pays for your internet and probably pays for your phone and a couple of coffees as well too. So if you're already creating content and you can get paid for it, well, why wouldn't you do it? So go and check that out. That is interesting. There's a ton of information in there. Well worth having a look. So that's facebook.com/business/learn/media-publishers-and-creators. And we'll pop that link into chat as well too. All right, and the very last one I've got for you is one which is called elements.envato.com. It is a subscription where you've got access to literally tens, if not hundreds of thousands of resources. So like images, video files, sound files, website templates, landing pages, stock images. There are a ton of resources that are in here that are all, I was going to say all free for you to download, but all for that subscription there. You get unlimited downloads of pretty much everything that is in here. So if you're constantly looking for things like images and inspiration and even PowerPoint presentations, sound files, so we're often looking for sound files, video trailers if you're creating videos and you want a front and a back on your video there, which is either sound or visual, then this is a great place to go, and it's really inexpensive in terms of its pricing for what you get. So if we have a look at the pricing there, it is something like $16.50 a month to subscribe to this. You could not buy a stock photo these days. Well, for even just one stock photo for $16.50. If you did, it is one of those stock photos that's used all over the place, so it's not unique. So it's $16.50 a month. You get an incredible range of resources. If you've not heard of Envato.com, it's actually a Melbourne-based company. So it is a global company based in Melbourne, and they have contributors to this that actually sell their software on this platform, but with a subscription you get access to all of that stuff virtually for free for that $16.50 a month. So check that out. I've subscribed to this. I've used it for a number of years. It is really good, and there's a ton of really good stuff in there as well too. All right, and that there would be a wrap up of our cool online tools for tonight. So love you to drop into chat. What was your favorite tool of this evening? I should have told you that beforehand so you could remember that the name of it. If you can't remember the name of it, just describe it in 3 words or less. What was your favorite tool that'll keep you awake at night, or at those times you should be actually working and you want something to distract you from it? Which is going to be the tool that's going to be your procrastination tool? So it'll take you down that rabbit hole of exploring sort of something when you know you should be doing something else. Much better than vacuuming the house or doing the dishes. So what have we got? It's got some votes for Envato there. Excellent. Facebook, the Tag Manager tool, the Google tool there, GA Checker, Calculoid, Profile Pro, GA Checker, Calculate. All right, so it's a fairly even spread, but I think out of all that there, we've got GA Checker is probably come out the top, followed by Profile Pro. Yeah, that GA Checker, definitely use that one. And in terms of your Google Analytics, you definitely want to pay attention to that, particularly if you want to know what's happening with your business. And it is really important if you're running ads to make sure that you've got that Google Analytics on your site. Not only so you can track it, but Google's got the information to be able to track to help you with your ads so that they are less expensive as well. All right, well, that is a wrap up of our cool online tools for tonight. And of course, if you've got a tool there that you think should be included in this segment, let me know. I've got a few people there that shoot through some of the tools there that they've used. Jeff Veal, who's on our call tonight, he's shot through quite a number this week, so you'll see some of those coming out over the next few weeks as well too. Makes my job easier as well too. It means that I don't have to spend all of my days trawling the net to go and find all of these tools. I get some recommendations from you as well, and of course we'll post these tools up in the in the Business Owners Smashing It Online Facebook group. If you're not a member of that group, now's a good time to go there and go and join that. It's not an immediate join. We do approve you to get in there so we can keep the spammers out, but we'll pop all of these things. What's the link? We'll drop the link into chat here as well too. But if you go to Facebook and just search for Business Owners Smashing It Online, it'll come up. It's the only one there, but we will drop the link into chat as well. So now's a good time to save the chat. So if you click those 3 little dots down the bottom, save it now. You can save it towards the end of the evening as well. It will just save into that same document, but it means that you won't leave tonight and forgetting to save the chat.